It's a run. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is good. That was a very aggressive start. I apologise. I don't know what came over me. Try to put some energy into it. It's a bit aggressive on it. But yeah. Ugh. Ugh. You know what? This isn't necessarily a review of the game, to be honest. This is more just a discussion of a few things about the game and the decisions within it. Um, and to be honest, one thing I do want to say straight away, there's a positive in there, and that's Sam Chambers. So watching him all last season and a bit of this season in the 21s and the 18s, it's so good to see a talented player get rewarded for his playing. And I thought he was brilliant. You know, obviously we're not expecting, or you shouldn't expect a absolute world class 90-minute performance. But in the first 45 minutes, it's just good to see. And he was brave, which is important. Brave and confident, two things that are hard to have, I guess, at a young age. He came in and he just looked brave and confident. I think the defender got the best of him in the first time he attacked him. But then after that, I think it was Brian, wasn't it? After that, he did him 2 or 3 times. He's just so quick, isn't he? He's just so quick and powerful. He's such a good runner, is Sam Chambers. And it's just great to see a young man that's from the area, I believe, or whatever, just a youth player just playing. So shout out to Sam Chambers. That's up the quality of that. And it was good, man. And if he'd have scored, he did so well, you know, when he got that ball, decent touch, composure, decent strike, good saving the keeper, but that will come. What a player. But anyway, yeah, that's the positive out of the way. Big up Sam Chambers. Do you know what, right? I'm just going to start on Mateo Joseph. I'm not going to batter him because, I mean, it's the same as he's been all season, not all season, for the last few months. It's just he's lacking confidence. He's lacking identity as a footballer at the moment. I think just as a footballer, that's purely football. You see it a lot. It's extremely common in young players. They kind of burst on the scene, and then things settle, and it wears off a little bit, and it gets a bit tougher. You've not got the adrenaline of the hype, and you kind of just mellow a little bit. He's not really playing like a footballer that has a known identity in the game, and he's so young that he probably doesn't. But again, I come back to what I mentioned, that, you know, there's no one out there that can come in and for the short term help us get promoted. But whatever. Yeah, he needs time. We can't really afford him much time because we've only really got Joe Perreault in front of him. And if there's a problem with Joe Perreault, he doesn't have that time. He's a young man, you know. So I'm not going to batter him. He's trying. It's just not coming off for him. And he's got to keep working hard. And I hope he is working hard. And I'm assuming he's working hard. But I'll assume he will be, or he won't be playing. But I'm assuming he's working hard. And if he is working hard, he's got to keep doing it. And he's got to get through it. Because the fact of the matter is, people, no matter what level of football you play at, you know, if you take it seriously, even if you're not a professional footballer, but you want to be, and you take that seriously, form and how you feel and everything is the same. You still have to learn the same way. You have to listen to people. You have to take the time. You have to be patient. You've got to believe in yourself. You know, it's the same thing in anything, not even in football, in life. So that's what he's got to do. He's got to focus. Because it weren't even things that you'd expect, really. You know, it's consistent first touches, not finding a man. I keep saying this, and look, people, I don't care. Like, I work in the game, not at the level they're at yet, but I will be one day, right? Not as a footballer. I mean, behind the scenes. And when I am, then I'll be able to tell people. But I can't now because I'm stood on YouTube talking like a donkey. But I'll say this, and this is true. You have to simplify the game. Look at our best players this season. Who's been the most consistent players for me? In the last few months, Manor Solomon, Joe Perreault, recently. Look at Joe Perreault. Right. Not an ideal player for the system, but this season, or in the last few months especially, he's found a way, and we found a way to make him effective. Now, what he does well, or when he plays well, what he does well is the basic things. It's simple. The game is simple. One touch, pass, move. One touch, pass, move. One touch, pass, move. Get around the box, find the space, finish. That's his entire game, by the way. One touch or two touch at most, build up. Get into the box. Can you find him? Can he finish? When we're attacking the back line, can he find a little run off the centre back? That's his entire game. And when it works, it's deadly. I think the thing about Mateo, because he's got so many attributes in there, that it can't define what he needs to do when he comes on the pitch. And this comes in with the psychological side of it, trying too hard, wanting that goal, wanting to impress. First, you've got to impress yourself, right? As he come off that game, thinking in his mind that he's played well. I know, and it's hard playing football. You think you played well. It's never your fault. But then when you deep it, if you're really honest with yourself, you go, no, I've not done well. You'll look at that game, or you should look at that game back, and when he's watching every touch, right, what have I done there? It's the basics. He's trying to do things before the ball's even come to him. He's thinking in his mind of 15 different things. Look where that defender is. Feel where he is. Look at that ball. Secure the ball. I don't care if it's half a second longer in possession. I don't care. Secure it. Do it for yourself. Find your rhythm in the game. Come to feet. Just make a run. If you don't get it, get back in position. That's what he's got to do. I just feel like he's thinking way too much. You can just tell there's a bit of insecurity on the ball. He's kind of jinking. He's slipping a bit. This is all psychological things that I've seen a lot, and it's hard to get out of, but it's not impossible, and it won't be impossible. And it's part of being a young player. It is. It really is. When I used to play, like I said, it's not that level, but it's still the same in your mind. In your mind, it's still the same. It's still a decent level, you know. When as a winger, when you're on that ball, realistically, your main focus is taking that man on, right? Or creating a 1-2 to get him behind, especially at that level, you know, when it's not loads of tactics. So the best wingers in the world are players that can do that efficiently. And that's why I love Dan James. That's why I love Manor Solomon. They know exactly what they're doing. Dan James knows exactly what his game is. So simple. For the most part, he's between the fullback and the centre back or really wide, and he's driving into that space. And we'll give it him or he won't. When he comes to feet, it's the same thing. Create a 1-2, get him behind. It's such a simple game, and I just don't know if Mateo's found 2 or 3 simple things he has to do yet. And hopefully, the coaches there, the analysts, can see this and really help him. So that's what I'm going to say on that. He just has to come into the game, not even try to impress. Try and impress yourself. Do the basic things first. Just secure that ball. When we're playing a ball into you, secure it. Take a second or two. Right, that's your ball. Now pass. They're complaining, saying, do it quicker. Like, that's what they'll do. You've got to do it quicker. No, you don't. You've got to do it first. You know what I mean? He's got to do it first. So if he'd have gone in that game and he'd done 5 or 6 of those touches that would work quite good, and held the ball up and just give it, I'd have been like, right, good. He's doing that bit right. Just simplify everything. I still think he's trying too hard to impress. He's got to relax. He's got to relax for me. But yeah, that's it, to be honest. There's not too much I want to speak about. Because I know Joseph's going to get battered, and I think it's there's more than that. You know, if you're being critical, I try and give a bit of substance sometimes as to why I say things. Because I think that's fair. But yeah, it's not something that I think is a long-term thing. I really don't. But the fact is, we need him right now. The next time he comes on the pitch, I just want him to be aggressive and to hold that ball. That's it. That's literally it. Mark my words right now, right? And clip this. If he comes on the pitch in a few days or a few weeks, he comes on, he holds the ball up, he's aggressive, he wins some duels, he annoys the defenders, he wins some fouls, but then he misses a big chance, I will not criticise for that chance. Because I just want to see building blocks. I just want to see him do the basic things that he can do again. That's all I want. And once he does that, I'm honestly, people, I'm convinced. Once he does that, I'm convinced 100% he'll find some form or some bit of his confidence, or it'll be a better asset for us. Right now, he's not really. He's capable of doing it. So I think that's what he needs to do. Just simplify the game. Don't play with pressure. Play with fun. Game against Chelsea, I go back to that. Like, he was having fun. Go back to that. Be the same thing. Stop worrying about age or time. Just chill out. You know, you might be rushing so much now that you'll never find your form. If you just chill out, do the simple things. Yeah, it might take a bit longer to get to the heights you want to think, maybe 6 months, a year, or 2 years, but you'll get there. You just have to do the fundamentals and just chill out and relax. Play the game in front of you. Battle with that defender. You know, take that touch, secure the ball. Rutter used to do it as well. Secure the ball before you try and turn it around. Just secure it. It's such an obscure, but honestly, it's so basic. Like I said, as a winger, first thing I do when I was out of form, 2 or 3 times, the second I get that ball, even if I'm in a 1v1 situation, first 2 or 3 times, I just get it and pass it back. And then the 4th time, maybe I'd try a risky pass or I'd get a ball in behind. Then I'd run it in, you know, just to secure it and get the basics, build up. I think that's what he's got to do. I keep saying this, but what do I know here? What do I know? But yeah, anyway, I appreciate everyone. I just want to get a little thing out there because it's. I don't like battering players or criticizing players without a reason as to why. I think that's important. For me, it is because I want to do something in this sport one day. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you for support as usual. It's tough at the moment doing this. I'll be honest, because I'm doing my coaching. It's tough to focus on YouTube. And I'll be brutally honest, people. I don't know how long it'll last. But anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. I love you all. You're all absolute legends. Bye-bye.